Hi, I'm John Moran with Moran & Long CPAs. Today I present 10 Medicare tips. These tips will assist you in navigating the Medicare waters. Tip number 10, education. Use all available resources. Use the Medicare.gov website. Talk to others that are enrolled in Medicare. There are free Medicare 101 classes at the local SHIP office. And you can look on the YouTube video for opportunities to learn more about Medicare. It's important to know the 4 parts. Part A, which is hospitalization. Part B, the doctors and durable medical equipment. Part C, which is Medicare Advantage plans. And Part D, prescription drugs. Tip number 9, enroll for Medicare at ssa.gov or go to the local Social Security office. Medicare is a part of the Social Security Act, so you'll enroll in Medicare on the Social Security website. But Social Security does not administer Medicare. Instead, it's administered by CMS, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid. Tip number 8, fraud control. Create a My Medicare account for yourself and begin to monitor the claims that come through where providers have submitted claims on your behalf. It's very important that you monitor those claims for suspicious activity and report those claims to the SHIP office, the Senior Medicare Patrol. Tip number 7, create a My Medicare account. To enter all of your prescription drugs, and by keeping those prescription drugs, it will allow more efficient emergency medical care. You might keep a copy of that same prescription list in your glove compartment, so in the case of an automobile accident, an emergency medical technician would have immediate access to your prescription drugs. Tip number 6, open enrollment. Between October 15th and December 7th of each year, you have the opportunity to switch your prescription drug plan, Part D, or if you're enrolled in a Medicare Advantage plan, to switch plans. And that coverage or that change will be effective on January 1st of the following year. Tip number 5, evaluate your current and long-term Medicare arrangement. It's important to think of the long-term and the short-term when you're evaluating Medicare decisions. You may think that you're not currently taking a lot of medication, so you don't need a prescription drug plan. Or you may not be having much medical costs, so you forego the opportunity for a Medicare supplemental plan. But it's very important to think of both the long-term and the short-term, and we can help you with that financial process. Tip number 4, elective procedures. You need to ask for an advance beneficiary notice, an ABN, when you're considering elective procedures, because it's very important to know whether Medicare will cover those costs, and if so, what are the approved charges. Tip number 3, participate versus non-participating providers. For medical specialty providers, and for changes you might be considering in your primary care physician, you need to ask those providers, do you accept Medicare assignment? Medicare assignment means that they will submit the claim on your behalf, and you do not have to get involved in the cost reimbursement at all. So that is very important to understand, and also to understand what the co-pays might be for the physician that's providing the service. Tip number 2, observation versus admission status. Medicare may refuse to pay for your entire inpatient hospitalization term if you were not admitted. So it's very important to know whether you have been admitted to the hospital or whether you are there under observation status. This is a decision that your physician makes, but most people don't know the difference and they don't know what their status is. In that case, it's just very important that you ask the physician, because another consequence of being under observation status versus admission status is your rehabilitation following the discharge from the hospital may not be paid for if you were there under observation. Tip number 1, appeal rights. There is a thorough, exhaustive series of steps that you can follow to appeal any denied Medicare claims. Those appellate steps include ultimately the capability of filing suit in federal district court. Initially, follow the instructions in your denial letters. Call the local SHIP office who will assist you with the appeal. If your appeal needs to proceed to a federal district level, you will need to seek legal counsel at that point. As you can see, these tips identify the complexity of Medicare, so contact us at 720-635-3180 and we'll assist you with all of your Medicare decisions.